Good morning everyone, Andy Forest Team Runner here, and welcome back to the Marathon Workout Focus series. And today I'm coming from you out on the trails. What a treat it is today. And the reason I'm out on the trails in the day is because we have some snow forecast for tonight, which will start around 3 or 4 o'clock. So the reality is, if I was to go out tonight, I wouldn't be able to get the workout done. So shifted things around a bit. I'll work tonight and I'll go out now. So today, and the topic of this video is going to be mile repeats. Mile repeats, for a lot of you that watch my channel a lot, know that that's a staple part of my training diet, whether I'm training for a half marathon or a marathon. And today we're going to talk a little bit about that once we've done the workout. Obviously I will take you on the workout, 4 by 1 mile, 3 minutes jog recovery in between, and whilst I go and warm up and get ready, I'm just going to appreciate this incredible winter wonderland. I'm sure the GoPro won't pick up the colours, but it is just pure white. I would forgive you for thinking it snowed. It's that. It's incredible. So anyway, let's go and warm up. Let's go and get the workout done because it's blooming cold, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, just done a very quick drills and strides warm up because it is really cold. I want to go home. 2 points to note. Number one, I've got this workout set up on my watch as intervals, so it won't show me the pace that I'm running. It will just bleep at me when the mile is over and bleep at me when the 3 minutes rest is over. So results will be on screen at the end. That takes away any thoughts that I might have when looking at my watch for pace, going, oh my gosh, I'm not running fast enough, or I'm running too slow. It's going to make me run by effort. And secondly, my heart rate is higher than normal still after the week off. That's perfectly normal, and a lot of, well, everyone will experience it when they come back from a week off, just getting back up to full speed. So I know today's times won't be as quick as normal, but we're on the trails, we're going to have fun. Let's do this. Okay, rep 1 done. A lot slower than normal, bearing in mind normally on the trails I hit late 5s, early 6s for these mile splits. I'm estimating that was around 6:20 to 6:30. It's what I kind of thought. So that's fine though. The effort was hard, so that's what we're working to. Coming back from this layoff, illness, it's going to take our time, not worry about times, and get the session done. Felt comfortable, so let's do another 3. Okay, there we go, rep 2 done. Just keeping a consistently slower pace, but that's fine because, as I said, it's the effort I'm working to. So it's all good so far. Halfway, let's 2 more. Rep 3 done. A little bit harder that one. I think it was about the same pace, but worked harder to hold it. Definitely shows body's still recovering if I'm fatiguing like this on 3rd one. So just be sensible with the 4th one and finish it up. So we go, 4th and final rep complete. Don't know what to say about that really. I knew I was going to be slower. That's quite a bit slower, however, as I said, my body really started to feel fatigued after that 3rd one, so it makes sense that we kept it the same effort and didn't push anymore and continue working hard but recovering strong. I'm going to turn it around now. So that's the workout done, results on screen. Let's head back to the warmth, talk about why mile repeats are brilliant for marathon training. Right guys, so there we go, we are back now in the office. I cannot tell you how cold it was out there, and I think that today, combined with the fact that we weren't feeling 100%, kind of led to the times that we got there. Those rep times were probably 20 to 30 seconds a mile slower than what I would normally do. Quite a drastic drop. Normally maybe I would probably be freaking out and wondering what on earth's going on, but it's all about being logical. It's all about understanding situations. I've come back from a week off. We've really thrown ourselves back into training because we feel good, and although I do still feel good, I'm draining. My energy is draining very quickly when I am running, which means that my body is still, I guess, fighting the tail end of whatever's in me, despite the fact that I feel absolutely fine. So we're going to respect that and respect the times, respect the fact that we got to the session done, because that, guys, at the end of the day is what it's all about. I said to you I was going to go on effort. We did, and we had a successful time out there and logged another 10 miles, and at the end of the day, that is what it's all about. So what I would normally do at this point is I would normally give you kind of 2 or 3 things as to why I really love mile repeats. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to talk a little bit about why mile repeats are such a staple part of my diet as a runner, because you've seen probably a lot of videos on this channel as to mile repeats whether I'm training for 10Ks, half marathons or marathons. They're just a fantastic speed endurance session, and I think that word speed endurance, the key into all of marathon training, or what we're trying to do to achieve holding a pace for 26.2 miles. We've got to be working on that speed endurance, and mile repeats is quite possibly one of the best workouts to do for that purpose. I find it so helpful when I'm doing them for my half marathons, and I'm hoping to translate that through to the marathons. Obviously, as we progress through the plan, we're going to be doing more than just mile repeats. We're going to be doing maybe 2 mile repeats, 3 mile repeats and more. Obviously, when we get up the bigger distance with the mile repeats, the paces are going to change. We're not obviously going to be doing 2 mile repeats and 3 mile repeats at like half marathon pace, or we might be. I don't know what Doug's got in store, but we might be end up doing those close to marathon pace and just getting used to running at those levels for a longer period of time. Those type of workouts, though, with the longer repeats, are probably going to be incorporated into my long runs, like I have already been doing, where I've been doing 4 by 12 minutes, 4 by 15 minutes, that sort of thing. As far as the speed session goes, when you do mile repeats, I find them they're just right on that edge of where I can dial into a pace and just go. I find 1 kilometre repeats just a little bit too short and snappy. I struggle to find my pace for the first 2 or 3 reps when it comes to kilometre repeats, but I seem to be able to just dive into mile repeats, knowing roughly where I'm at with them, where I need to be sat pace wise, and I guess that comes with the fact that I've run them so many times. But I think when you're looking at doing an event of a half marathon and above, and you know, let's keep this relevant to the marathon right now, mile repeats are just one of those things that you just can't go wrong with. The speed endurance side of it is phenomenal. You're working on holding that faster pace for a long period of time. Depends what you end up doing with the rest. I've done various types of mile repeat workouts, so I've done 4 by a mile or 5 by a mile with 1 minute standing rest. Today I did them with 3 minute jog recovery. It really does depend on what you're training for, whether you want a shorter, sharper rest so that your heart rate drops and then you've got to go straight again, and you've got to work on flushing that lactate out. That's a great way, and though that type of workout might be used more in the shorter distance for the half marathons, we're doing longer distances like marathons with the 3 minute jog recovery. You're not quite letting your heart rate settle so much, so you're staying at a bit of a higher intensity. Even though it's a jog recovery, you're staying at a bit of a higher intensity for obviously a sustained period, whereas the 1 minute standing rest, as I've just alluded to, your heart rate will go right back down and then you've got to go again. So the versatility of this session is endless, to be honest with you, and it's just one that is a fantastic one, and as you guys know, I use a lot. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. It was fantastic to be able to take you guys back out on the trail. God, it seems like forever since we've been able to get out on the trails. It has been a lifetime, but it's beautiful to get back out there, and hopefully as the weather turns and we head into spring, we're going to be able to get out on the trails more. I just cannot wait. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please do give it a like, of course, share it with your friends, and please do consider subscribing to the channel for weekly running content, and I will see you next time. Until then.